Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are gonna be talking about, is the R3 good for a beginner bike? You know, when you think about it, I think it all boils down to rider preference and tastes and all that stuff. But in this video, I'm just gonna be speaking from my own opinion, you know, my own perspective, and that kind of stuff. You know, it doesn't have to apply to you. All right, good. So first thing you're gonna know is this bike suits anyone. You know, whether you're tall or short, you know, whether you can lift 600 pounds or you can lift 100 pounds, whatever the heck it is, you will be fine on this bike. This bike is very light, has a lightweight, it's lightweight. I don't know the weight of the bike, 450 I think. I don't know, I don't really remember. I tend to mix a lot of bikes, tend to make the weights and all that. So, but yeah, it's pretty light and it has a good throttle response, good on the highway, you know. What else do, you know, new riders or beginner riders look for in a bike? They want to look for if it's reliable. This bike is definitely reliable, no question asked. You know, the JDMs, they tend to like make things reliable and all that. You get your Kawasaki, Honda and CBR and all that good stuff. They are all reliable, I did say. Maintenance wise, it's pretty easy to maintain this bike. You don't have to do too much, just your regular maintenance, and this bike will definitely keep up with its race, you know. And more of that, you know, it's a beginner friendly bike. You know, it's a beginner friendly bike. You have room to mistakes when cornering. It really handles pretty good, you know, because of the lightweight. It's pretty good in cornering. People do tend to take this on the tracks and get the full potential out of it, but track is very expensive. So we ain't doing that, at least not for now. But yeah, it's a very sweet bike to take on the track. I didn't see that pothole in time. Anyways, it's a very good bike to take on the track, and you know, you can use it and learn a lot of things. You know, I don't like the potholes. But yeah, I did also suggest, if you're getting a bike as your first bike and you're looking to get an R3, I would say I was hearing a noise. Okay, I would say get a used bike, because a used bike, you know, you can lay it down. As your first bike, you're definitely gonna lay it down. If you'll be like, oh, I will not lay it down and all that good stuff, cut yourself some slack, you know. Give yourself room to err, because we are humans and we are prone to err, right? So you definitely might drop the bike. So just get a used bike, so when you drop it, you don't get hurt inside, because you drop this, it loses its value. You get hurt, like someone stabbed you, like psha, psha, you know. But yeah, get a used bike. I mean, the price difference, I think the used ones right now are going for like $4,000, maybe 3, depending if on a good day. The 400s used is crazy. I saw 400 used for $7,000. It's almost the same as an R6, you know. But anyways, I digress. Back to what I was saying. It's a very good bike, you know. Like, you get a used one, you'll be all right, because you don't even know if you have, let's say you have other people in your family that you're thinking of giving the bike to. I mean, yeah, that's all right, you know, you could do that. And but if you're buying it to like keep it for a long term, it's really okay, you know. But on a short term, if you're an aggressive rider, you're gonna outgrow this real quick. That's for sure. Real quick. You know, it doesn't waste time to outgrow this kind of stuff because it has like 321cc parallel twin engine. Did I get that right? All right. Yeah. So that is the deal about it. You know, you gotta consider all this, put it into factor. Is the R3 right for you? Once you answer all these questions about, do I like how it looks? Is it reliable? You know, is it my taste? Can I maintain the bike? Is it expensive to maintain? You know, once you answer all these questions, and is it expensive to buy used or new? You know, that kind of stuff. Once you answer all those questions, write it down, answer the questions, then you will definitely be sure on which bike to get. If you are more of like an aggressive rider, I did suggest like the 400. You know, the 400 is not far off. It's pretty decent. Right? It has a decent speed. But yeah, you know, you tend to get more out of the 400 as well than the 300. Obviously, the CCs are quite different, you know. So that's one of the reasons why you definitely get more. Yeah, let's do that. It's easy to find neutral in this. Come on. But yeah, what was I saying? So in conclusion, you answer all those questions, then you should be all right. And you'll be confident in the one you're getting, and not, you know, after purchase and you ride it, you kind of feel like, oh man, the one I bought, it's not great. It's already too late because you have made the purchase and it is yours now. Woo! God damn. I think I don't know. I have a question, guys. Put down in the comments whether you prefer the BMWs or the Mercedes Benz. Oh, look at that Jaguar. Oh, it looks so good. For me, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the Benzes, you know, cause I don't know. But BMWs have tuning potential. Like, the tuning potential on the BMW is crazy. I especially like the M4 Competition and M5 CS. Woo! Look at that! Holy! That looks so cool, bro. That looks so cool. Woo! I like the sound on that. Anyways, but yeah, like I was saying, BMWs have, you know, tuning potentials and all that. I don't mean bikes though. I'm just talking about like cars, you know, in general. I mean, I guess BMW does have what's it called? I guess BMW does have a bike, but you know, it'd be interesting if Mercedes-Benz made a bike. It will probably not be reliable. Even the BMW say, I don't know, but you know, everyone will have their own taste and all that kind of stuff. But let me know down in the comments, you know, if you like BMW or Mercedes-Benz and why you like it, you know, because I'm thinking in both. I want to see, you know, which is which, because there's always beef between those two, you know, BM, Benz, blah blah blah. There's one Benz right there. Ooh, I don't know, somehow I like how they look, but in terms of looks, I think the BMW kind of beat it. Yeah, some of them anyways. Some BMW look sexy, some Benz look sexy. That's why I'm kind of like torn in between, right? So it's in terms of, you know, I don't know. don't come for me. It's just my own preference and taste. Ooh! Okay, I thought that was a wide body Hellcat. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Just keep tuning in, you know, so don't forget to subscribe and like, you know, show your support. It's for your guy right here, you know, and we'll keep pumping out videos for the R3 for you guys. Thank you for tuning in and catch you on the next one.